Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Central Hardin High School here at Terry Buckles Sport for tonight's 17th District Boys action. Tonight's ball game has the North Hardin Trojans coming to take on the Central Hardin Bruins. I am Bobby Thompson, and as always, joined by the coach, Chris Corder. And Coach Corder, before we came on the air tonight, we talked a little bit about the district seed. Currently, John Hardin's in the 1 seed, E-Town 2, Central Hardin 3, North Hardin 4, but this ball game is important in a lot of different ways.
It could shake out a lot of different ways. You're trying to avoid, normally you try to avoid that 4-5 game because you don't want to play the 1 seed in the semifinal, but we could have a unique situation here this year. If E-Town beats John Hardin next week, where E-Town's the 1, and one of these teams will slide down to the 4, and both of these teams will beat E-Town in the second meeting. So the district has shook out a lot more evenly matched than we thought it might be. We came into the year thinking John was a pretty overwhelming favorite. We watched E-Town play here the first game we did on a Friday night against Central Hardin. They took them apart. We thought, well, maybe E-Town's the best team. Then John was playing well. E-Town wasn't playing well. And then E-Town jumps up and just handles John, last week. So still a lot of unknowns, but, North's been playing better. Big win over E-Town on Tuesday night that we had. Central, again, they had beat E-Town at E-Town. North will be without Devin Terry Taylor tonight. He's out due to illness, which will be a big factor in this game because their ability to rebound could be hampered. And he's also a player that could guard Jacob Hobbs.
For the Bruins, they come in 11-7 on the season with a 2-3 record in district play. North Hardin comes in with a 7-13 record with a 3-4 district play. This will be their final district game of the season. This is a Hardin County Educational and Community Television student production. HCEC-TV is a division of Hardin County Schools. Live Channel 1 programming sponsored in part by Brandenburg Telecom, providing service for all your telecommunication needs. Physical Therapy Associates, more personal attention for more effective results. eTownApartments.com by Mark Harris Construction. Bluegrass Cellular, E-Town Exterminating, and West Point Bank. Now going to turn it over to our PA announcer, Brother Mike Bell, for tonight's national anthem and starting lineups.
Anthony Griffin, Nick Ellis, and Jason Lissam, the commander, present the colors. Ladies and gentlemen, would you join me in a moment of silence, remembering those folk in Marshall County and now our national anthem by the Central Hardin Band. Excuse me. Our king, Xander Curry.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Good evening. Welcome to Cherry Buggles Court. Your official scorer this evening, Dr. James Moore. Your official timer, Coach Tyler Jackson. And now introducing the Trojans of North Hardin. Assistant Coach Tyler Landry. Assistant Coach Gary Valentine. And the Trojan head coach, Mike Colford. Starting at guard, senior number 1, Matthew Sharps. At guard, junior number 2, Tony Everett. At forward, senior 15, Marcus Dixon. At forward, junior 21, Eric Moore. And junior 35, Josh Moore. And now introducing the Central Hardin Bruins. Honorary coach Justin assistant coach David Jenkins, Andre Miller, Scott Squires, and the Bruin head coach James Matthew Nichol. Starting at guard, 5'10", sophomore, 24, Deonco Wilkerson. At guard, 5'11", senior, 15, Carter Fraser. At forward, 5'11", sophomore, 21, Chase Elmore. At forward, 6'2", Sean Hay. At forward, 6'7", junior, 22, Jacob Holmes.
So there you have your starting lineups again for the Trojans. First, it'll be Matt Sharps, Tony Everett, Marcus Dixon, Eric Moore, and Josh Moore. For the Central Hardin Bruins, it'll be Carter Ferguson, Chase Elmore, Jacob Holmes, Deonco Wilkerson, and Sean Hay. Josh Moore and Jacob Holmes at midcourt to jump. Central Hardin will get the tip. Carter Ferguson at the point for the Bruins.
North Hardin starts man-to-man. Haven't seen them play a whole lot of man-to-man in the games we've done.
Hobbs cuts to the bucket, gets his first basket. Good find by Wilkerson.
And if they decide to play man-to-man, that's a tough matchup for them. Central opens man-to-man as well.
Sharps will run the point most of the night. He'll reset the offense. Dixon, 16-footer on the way. It's good.
Not a whole lot of movement in that possession, but Dixon caught it right there at the nail and knocked it down.
Ferguson 3 off the iron. Elmore with the rebound, has his shot blocked by Josh Moore. Dixon able to track it down. It's going to go off of Dixon to stay with the Bruins. Loses that ball, does Elmore. Josh Moore comes up with it. Dixon going to take a three. No good. Wilkerson with the rebound. Double dribbles called. I think it was more of a carry.
Something was wrong with it.
Mm-hmm. Sharp's able to get into the lane, forces up a shot, no good. Ferguson with the rebound.
Really good move there, but Sharp's got to give that ball up.
Wilkerson into the lane, left hand, rattles around, no good. And North Hardin, Josh Moore and Eric Moore both going after it and then stopped and let the ball bounce out of bounds. So they'll stay with the Bruins. Elmore tried to pass it down low to Sean Hay, gets kicked around by the Trojans. Eric Silva's now going to check into the lineup. Elmore to inbound the ball, 5:43 to go here in the opening quarter. All tied at 2. Elmore for 3, right side, no good. Silvas comes in off the bench, gets an offensive rebound. Throws it away to Sharps. Sharps up to Tony Everett. Layup is good.
Good play by Sharps. He waited just long enough where the defense took a step toward him, laid it off to Everett.
Wilkerson for 3, it's long. Sharps will gather it in. And really surprised in the first 4 or 5 possessions by the Bruins is Sharps gets to the bucket, Hobbs gets the rebound. But Hobbs hasn't tried to go down low and post up. He's bigger and stronger than.
In the games we've seen, though, Bobby, that's not something he really does a lot of.
Elmore 3 on the way. It's good.
North showing some patience on offense.
Dixon with it, tried to give it back to Sharp. Sharp's able to track it down. Eric Moore steps into a 3. It's good.
Ferguson gambled.
Silvas inside to Wilkerson. That shot's blocked. It'll stay with the Bruins. That'll get Gavin George into the lineup for the Bruins. And Nasir Johnson checks in for the Trojans.
Johnson. Nasir Johnson.
Gonna throw it. Johnson had the ball, not able to bring it in. Ferguson will reset the offense.
Trojans back to 2-3. They'll match up a little bit out of it.
Everett almost got the steal. Ferguson resets the offense again. George kicks it out to Elmore, down to Hobbs. He'll be fouled there. He's going to the line to shoot 3.
Personal foul, Josh Moore. His first.
Josh Moore, his first, team's first. Kissaball anxious to get into the ball game.
And the lineup, Jack Kissaball.
Coach Kofer, as usual, 10 deep in the first quarter.
Hobbs knocks them all down, gives him 5 points. They get Sharps back into the ball game. Dixon off the glass, it's good. Could have had a lost start.
Really good pass by Johnson, just threw it over the top.
Now North extends the defense. Pass inside from Kissaball to Silva, shot blocked. Bruins unable to save it.
Substitution.
Kyle Wilcox now into the ball game.
So we got one starter on the floor for Central. Hobbs.
Yes. Gavin George out there now. He's the second leading scorer on the team behind Hobbs. Averages 10 points a ball game. Johnson for 3, right side, off the iron. George with the rebound. George all the way down, gets to the bucket. And I think that's only a blocking because he was almost underneath the hoop.
You know, you're probably right, Bobby, but that's not a rule in high school. He was set up from the time that George had the ball at half court. I would have liked to heard the explanation there because that looked like a charge.
Wilkerson and Elmore back into the lineup for the Bruins. You talked about how deep Coach Nickel goes. Hobbs averaging 11 points, George 10, and then there are 5 players that average 6 points to 7 points ball game for this Bruin team. Josh Moore on the way, no good. Wilcox gets the rebound. Close to a walk there by Wilkerson. Kick out, Elmore 3. And a good pass.
That's a clinic. That is a clinic right there, how to beat the press. Ball, I think it hit the floor twice. They get an open 3 for Elmore. That's good basketball right there.
Wilcox knocks that one out of bounds.
Central running and jumping a little bit. North not doing a good job recognizing it, playing with it on the sideline.
Dixon almost had that one taken away. Everett for 3, it's off the iron. Ball tipped around, looked like Josh Moore had it. They're going to call jump ball. Should be the Trojans basketball. Dixon to inbound it. Kissaball knocks that one away from behind. And as Matt Sharps grabs it, it's going to be Kofer calling a 30-second timeout. 55.1 seconds to go here in our opening quarter. This is a Hardin County Educational and Community Television student production. HCEC-TV is a division of Hardin County Schools. Live Channel 1 programming sponsored in part by Brandenburg Telecom, Physical Therapy Associates, eTownApartments.com, Bluegrass Cellular, eTown Exterminating, and West Point Bank. Tune in weekly for rebroadcast of all local HCEC-TV programs, airing on Brandenburg Telecom and Comcast Cable Channel 2, Spectrum Communications Channel 184. You can always look up past broadcast on our YouTube channel. Just search HCEC-TV. 55.1 seconds to go. It'll be North Hardin basketball. Central Hardin with a 3-point lead.
Jacob Hobbs into the Central Hardin lineup.
Hobbs checked back into the lineup. It looks like Central's going to go with a 1-3-1 look. And they are long across the board. Ball gets inside. Everett shot no good. Hobbs comes down with the rebound. Wilkerson, one dribble, gets all the way to the bucket.
It's impressive. Central's been really good in transition. I mean, Wilkerson took that ball 1-on-2 and just split defenders.
Kisseball got in there, poked it free. Josh Moore comes down with it. Then Kisseball pokes another one free. Ball out to George. And George is fouled, and the bucket is good. That foul will be on Matt Sharps. His first, team's third.
North really having a problem with the 1-3-1, and they shouldn't because it's a defense they play. So you know they go against it in practice. But the length, you made a good point, Bobby, the length of Central, the lineup they've got out there right now, cover a lot of ground.
That's good. That'll get Ryan Gooden into the lineup.
And the lineup, Ryan Gooden, number 14.
Central go 2-2-1 now.
And now, all 10 players have played for Central. Josh Moore with it. Down to Dixon. Able to get it to Sharps. 3 on the way. It's good. 5 seconds to go. Gooden heaves it from midcourt. Just off, and that'll bring our first quarter to a close. Central Hardin on top, 17-12 over the Trojans. This is a Hardin County Educational and Community Television student production. HCEC-TV is a division of Hardin County Schools. Live Channel 1 programming sponsored in part by Brandenburg Telecom, providing service for all your telecommunication needs. Physical Therapy Associates, more personal attention for more effective results, with locations in Elizabethtown, Hodgenville, Ratcliffe, Brandenburg, Bardstown, and Louisville. Online at physicaltherapyky.com. eTownApartments.com by Mark Harris Construction. Take a virtual tour today at eTownApartments.com. Bluegrass Cellular, offering the most affordable unlimited plan anywhere where wireless works. Online at bluegrasscellular.com. eTown Exterminating, 270-737-6900. Online at mugabug.com. And West Point Bank with 5 offices located in Elizabethtown, Ratcliffe, Upton, Glendale, and West Point. Let us help make life simpler. Hometown banking made simple. Online at westpointbank.com. Coach Corder, it's a 5-point lead after 1 quarter. What do both of these teams need to work on?
Well, Central's been really good in transition. North's got to figure out a way to beat this 1-3-1. Central went on about a 7-0 run, I believe, when they switched to the 1-3-1. And they got to get back a little better in transition. Because like I said a couple of times, they tried to press. Central threw over the top of it, shot layup. Got an open 3 from Elmore. So they just got to get back a little better.
Be Central Hardin basketball to start this second quarter.
North goes back to their 2-3.
Hobbs 3 from the corner. It's good.
And if they're going to shoot it like that, it's going to be hard to zone them.
Third three-pointer tonight for the Bruins. Central back to a man-to-man defense. Got it down low to Dixon. Hayes stands in the way. Hay will foul Dixon. That'll be the first on Sean Hay. Be the first on the Central Hardin Bruins. Dixon to the line to shoot
Marcus
2.
Dixon at the line, shooting 2. In the lineup,
Eric Moore and Caesar Upshaw into the lineup for the Trojans.
33, Cesar Upshaw.
Dixon knocks them both down.
North back man-to-man. They'll run and jump out of it.
And they steal. There's an errant pass to Hobbs. Everett gets the ball from Dixon. No good on that shot. Hobbs with the rebound. And now Ferguson looks to push the other way. Elmore, 3 from the corner. It's off the iron. Offensive rebound by Wilkerson. Misses that one. Sharps had it.
Oh, my.
It looked like Hobbs knocked it free. It'll stay with the Trojans. Or sorry, stay with the Bruins. No one had Elmore after he threw the ball in.
Well, North had 3 players in one defense, 2 players in another. 3 of them matched up. The other 2 just kind of standing around.
That'll be on Hobbs as he reaches around Eric Moore. That'll be his first, team second.
Hobbs is first, team second.
Eric Moore to inbound this for the Trojans. Sharps catches that one, caught it in rhythm. His second three-pointer of the night.
He's streaky, but when he gets going, he can hit a few, and he's knocked down 2 tonight.
Ferguson steps on the sideline. That'll get Josh Moore back into the lineup for North. Kyle Wilcox back into the lineup for the Bruins. Sharps averaging a little over 2 3-pointers per ball game this year. Tried to force that one inside, ball tipped. Wilcox comes down with it for the Bruins. Wilkerson 3 top of the key, it's no good. Wilcox gets the offensive rebound. Hay going to drive inside. Wilkerson, his 3rd offensive rebound of the game, and probably the shortest player on the court right now.
He's hanging around down there.
Josh Moore picks up his 2nd, team 4th, and that'll send Wilkerson to the line to shoot a pair. Upshaw checks back in for the Trojans. George and Silvis back in for the Bruins. Wilkerson missing both of those. 5 minutes to go here in the first half. 5-point lead for the Bruins. Sharps 15-foot fadeaway, it's good. Sharps now with 8 points for the Trojans.
North just playing more straight man, switching screens, and
George open 3 right side, no good. Upshaw with the rebound.
George had a lane to the basket right there and settled.
Everett got past Hobbs on the outside, gets to the bucket. He'll be fouled and go to the line to shoot a pair. Foul will be on Kyle Wilcox, his first, team's 3rd.
At the line, Tony Everett.
That'll get Elmore and Ferguson and Kisselball back into the lineup for Central Hardin.
Number 21, Chase Elmore, and number 23, Jack Kisselball. Tony Everett, one more.
Coach Nichols is going to take a timeout with 4:23 to go here in the first half. A reminder, next week here on HCEC-TV, Tuesday night and Wednesday night, the 1-2 matchups in both boys and girls district play. Tuesday night it'll be boys, E-Town at John Hardin. Wednesday night it'll be the girls' turn, E-Town at John Hardin. And then next Friday night, we'll have Central Hardin at John Hardin in girls 17th district action. By the end of next week, we should have a really good idea of what the district races are on both the boys and girls. It'll be Central Hardin basketball, 4:23, just a 1-point lead now for the Bruins. Hobbs able to get it to Elmore, and Elmore will be called with a charge. That'll be his first, team's fourth.
That one was a block. He was falling before there was any contact ever made, but he missed the first one that should have been. So he's 0 for 2.
But he's equaled him out
He's equaled him out in his mind. North having a lot of trouble just getting into their sets tonight.
Carry on Sharps. And Sharps is one that it seems like we could call it on him every time.
Yeah, he's got a high dribble. He's pretty shifty, and he does. If they want to, again, it's one of those things. How many times have we seen it called in the 4 years we've been doing games together?
Until this year, not very often. Shot missed inside. Johnson comes out with it, tries to get it down. Hobbs length altered that shot. Elmore gets it now. Hobbs is going to send it up the court to George. Tried to just a touch pass to Ferguson, goes wide. Coach Nichols stands up. What were you doing? That ball's bounced around. I believe it was Ferguson who tipped it first. Ferguson cutting inside, missed shot. Josh Moore with the rebound.
Sharps made a great move, blew the layup. Ferguson for 3, it's good. Sharps fell down on that layup, jogged back. Ferguson took advantage. He's wide open for a 3.
The 4th three-pointer tonight for the Bruins.
And then North, unforced turnover.
Substitution.
And just how frustrating in a game where you had cut the lead to 1, now it's 4.
Well, they're not getting into. They're not running into their sets. They're just kind of everybody. They're real stagnant to begin their offensive sets, and right there, that was just. I mean, they're just trying to reverse the ball.
Gets the ball for 3. It's long. Elmore with another offensive rebound. Chase Elmore like that into double digits.
This is where not having Devin Terry Taylor in a game like this, where it's been a little bit up and down, and they're getting hurt on the boards pretty bad right now. I mean, everything is just so hard for North in the half-court set.
Chai Jones checks into the lineup for North. Central Hardin very active in the passing lanes tonight. Several deflections on the evening, leading to several steals. Trying to cut there. Good job by Josh Moore. Slip underneath. Hobbs gets the steal.
Coach Cofer, move. They're just stagnant. I mean, and they do run an offense that spreads the floor. But
Dixon will be fouled there.
everything is off the dribble. I mean, everything is kind of turned in one-on-one right now. And
Chase
Elmore picks up his second, team's fifth. Dixon back to the line to shoot two.
And Coach Nickel has lost the suit jacket, made it almost a half. That's pretty good for him.
Five-point lead, 27-22, as we have 1:30 to go here in this first half of play. Good job passing, getting the extra pass. Ferguson was open for that, misses that. Hobbs with another offensive rebound for the Bruins. Kisseball got past his defender, not able to get the bucket. Moore comes down with the rebound.
Great move, just couldn't slow down enough to finish.
Johnson bumped by Kisseball, lost his balance. Hobbs is going to come out with the ball. Dixon back taps it. That'll go off of Hobbs and back to the Trojans. They'll get Tony Everett back into the lineup for North, while Silvas and Gooden check in for Central.
Too much dribbling. Too much dribbling. I mean, it's just pass the ball.
27-22 to score, 50 seconds to go.
A little bit surprised to see Central switch defenses as much trouble as North has had against their man-to-man.
And that pass, Hobbs just reached around.
Jones stared him down, kind of locked on him, and Hobbs did a good job. Central hold for one.
Gooden for three off the back of the iron. Jones gets the rebound, 5 seconds to go. Gets it up to Dixon. Dixon up off the glass, it's good. And that will end our first half of play. Just a three-point ball game. Central Hardin on top, 27-24 over the Trojans. This is a Hardin County Educational and Community Television student production. HCEC-TV is a division of Hardin County Schools. Live Channel 1 programming sponsored in part by Brandenburg Telecom, providing service for all your telecommunication needs. Physical Therapy Associates, more personal attention for more effective results. eTownApartments.com by Mark Harris Construction. Bluegrass Cellular, offering the most affordable, unlimited plan anywhere. eTown Exterminating, 270-737-6900. And West Point Bank, let us help make life simpler. Hometown banking made simple. We'll be back after this short timeout with second half action.
It's important to build a relationship with the students and with the parents. I call each one of them by name in the morning when they get on. I call them by name. Each afternoon when they get off, I call them by name. You have patience to be with students. It's a very rewarding job. You know, I wish that I'd started earlier than I did, but now that I've got 19 years in, I look back and I think, man, it's been great. They all have been a blessing in my life.
I just enjoy working with the kids and seeing them every day and making them smile and, you know, being a part of their day. You get to maybe change somebody's life. It makes me feel good because, you know, maybe I'm the reason they want to come to school sometimes, that they get that meal and they're able to focus on school better.
I love working with the students. As an instructional assistant, I think one of the most rewarding things is you get more one-on-one time with the students. One of my favorite stories was a fifth grade boy that I was working with all year. He had never completed one book. And we started reading this one book. And the last day of school, all these kids were out there playing and doing their field day activities. And he came up to me and he said, "Miss Miller, can we please finish that book? I don't want to graduate from Lakewood and not ever have finished reading a book." And he did. And to this day, we still keep track of each other. And I think he's a junior in high school now, and he's doing really well.
Saw a job opening for a custodian at North Hardin High School and applied there, and been with Hardin County Schools ever since. Came from the high school to the elementary, Meadowview Elementary, and when I'm sitting in the lobby, this girl had come down from one of the ramps and she had pigtails. She was probably first grade, and her front teeth were missing, and she smiled and waved at me. And I thought, wow, I'm gonna love working here. The kids, always a smile on their face, always nice, always just really brighten your day. And I really don't have any complaints about my job. I love my job. I love working for Hardin County Schools. Probably one of the best jobs I've ever had, actually.
I live in Jefferson County. I am driving 35 minutes to come to Lincoln Trail. I did teach in Jefferson County 1 year. I just decided that Hardin County was a better fit, fell in love my first year, and just decided to stay in Hardin County School District. Just seeing that moment, that aha moment when they click, it's like, oh my gosh, you got it. And it's like, wow, I love it. And teachers here do whatever it takes to help each kid. And I love that.
Of course, I've been here at Meadowview my whole 25 years. Most of the time it's successes, whether it's with a relationship and a child coming a far long way with just their confidence, or if they've come a long way academically. So it's very rewarding, and you see highlights every single day.
I'm a substitute teacher, but I'm in school to be an elementary teacher, so subbing kind of worked out with my schedule better. I've always loved working with kids. I feel like that's just my passion, is working with kids, from coaching to teaching. I just feel like I can have a huge impact on, just kids' lives and their future. Well, I chose Hardin County because I went to school. I went to Central and East Hardin, and I just love it. I love all the people. I know people at pretty much every school in the district. And I love the environment. Every school I've been to is amazing. The people are friendly and accepting, and I just love the environment of it.
It was just a miraculous decision. I did not realize it was going to be my calling, that I have just grown to absolutely love it. Just to show them the love that we care. We are here for them no matter what the situation is, just to help them grow. You just don't want to miss a day in their lives.
Being a self-employed realtor, finding healthcare coverage was a really difficult thing, especially affordable healthcare coverage, and that's why I started doing the bus driving. Being around the kids, being in the school atmosphere, getting to interact with them is a real joy to me.
I see potential in kids, and I want to help them reach that potential. I love this school. The community that I feel here with my colleagues and the students that I get to work with every day. I think that we have a momentum going, and it's growing to really build a positive culture here and to have a sense of community and to be proud. That to me is exciting, and it adds the fun into why you become a teacher. I think that teachers are excited to be a part of a district that does that for its students, and I think it excites students.
I went into the teaching profession because I knew I was going to make a difference in kids' lives, knowing that every morning when I come into work, my kids are going to hug me, and when they leave at the end of the day, they're going to say, "I don't want to leave," and that's why I teach. I think the biggest thing that I learned growing up was building family relationships, especially in a school like this where there are so many different family dynamics. It's so important to know your kids and know what they need, what they might be going through at home. I'm going to be here for them every day, I think is comforting for them.
When I retired, I couldn't sit around the house. I decided became a driver. January the 13th of this past year. Well, I'm a diabetic. I lost my leg. State of Kentucky, I cannot drive a school bus. They take care of you. They offered me a job. They said, "Why don't you be a monitor?" I said, "I'd love to be a monitor." As soon as they came out of school, saw me, they hollered at me, "Hey, Mr. Lark, Mr. Lark," and they came running up and hugging me. That makes you feel great. You've made a difference. Probably in some of them's lives, you made a big difference.
I taught at the biggest district in Atlanta, and I love it here because it's smaller. Everybody knows everybody. I feel like it's a family. My purpose is to serve my community, and it means so much to me because I'm from Radcliffe. Yesterday was a moment for me. A student had He had a breakdown. You know, he was in a ball. He was really upset. I told him to put his arms there. I said, I love you. I'm not mad at you, because he called me a couple names before I got to him. And he just put his arms around my neck, and he would not let go. I rode the bus with him the whole ride home. I just felt everything he was feeling put on me, and that just really solidified why I'm here. Every kid in this school is our kid. If they are in this school, they're our kid.
When I first started working, I was 58, and my kid said, Mom, nobody's going to hire you because you don't have experience. I said, I've raised 5 kids and 72 foster kids. I said, I think I qualify. You can come in here with a sad face and you look at them children and they just like make you smile. All the teachers, my co-workers, they're great. You know, and the kids will say, you're going to retire and enjoy your life. I said, I'm enjoying my life right now. And I've already...
Welcome back to Central Hardin High School for tonight's 17th District Boys action. Our halftime score between the Trojans and the Bruins, as the Bruins on top, 27-24. Go down to scoring from the first half of play. First for the Trojans, Matt Sharps had 8, Tony Everett with 4, Marcus Dixon led all Trojans with 9, and Eric Moore with 3. For the Bruins, Gavin George had 4, Carter Ferguson with 3, Chase Elmore led all scorers with 10, Jacob Hobbs had 8, and Deonko Wilkerson with 2. Coach Porter, what did you notice from both sides in the first half?
Well, you know, half court offensively, North really struggled, especially against Central's man-to-man. They couldn't get much going, but they hung around, kept battling. Central missed some easy shots, on their end. They shot the 3 pretty well early in that half and then cooled off of late. It'd be interesting to see if maybe Central throws that 1-3-1 back at North or goes back man-to-man, as they weren't able to have much success. North wasn't able to have much success. On the other end, North's got to rebound the basketball. Central killed them on the offensive glass. Didn't have a lot of putbacks, but several extra possessions by just keeping the ball alive off the offensive glass.
Again, a reminder, next week we will be on the air with 3 ball games, some key district play. Tuesday night, it'll be boys 17th district action as Elizabethtown travels to John Hardin. Wednesday night, we'll be back at John Hardin, this time for girls action as the Panthers come to take on the Bulldogs. And then Friday night, we'll have girls 17th district action as Central Hardin will travel to John Hardin. This week, we covered North Hardin in every game we have. Next week, it's John Hardin every night that we are on the air. On the court to start this second half for the Bruins, it'll be Sean Hay, Carter Ferguson, Deonko Wilkerson, Chase Elmore, and Jacob Hobbs. For the Trojans, Tony Everett, Marcus Dixon, Josh Moore, Eric Moore, and Matt Sharps. North Hardin basketball to start this third quarter.
Central back man-to-man. A little more movement out of North on this first offensive possession.
Sharps, deep 3 on the way, no good. Hay with the rebound for the Bruins.
And he's hit a couple of threes, but the problem with that possession is you can get a 23-foot off-balance three-pointer anytime you want it. He had more inside, didn't look, kind of forced that.
Hay kicks outside to Ferguson. 3 on the way, it's good.
That's a good example of the difference between the 2 threes. One was kind of forced, rushed, off balance, inside out. Ferguson in rhythm, on balance, knocks it down.
His second three-pointer of the night. 5th three-pointer of the night for the Bruins. Sharps pull up three-pointer, no good.
Same thing, off balance, fading.
Eric Moore had the offensive rebound for North. Hobbs almost got the steal there. Wilkerson tips it out of bounds. It'll stay with the Trojans.
Moore got away with the travel there.
Everett drove around from one side to the other, and you can see Coach Kofor coming back towards us, mouthing to the assistants. We got to have more motion and movement in the offense.
They've had 3 possessions tonight, or 3 possessions this half, and haven't got a good shot yet.
Elmore drives in, shot no good. Dixon with the rebound.
That's much better. That's what he wanted. Got 3 ball reversals, screen at the elbow, Moore to the layup.
Eric Moore now with 5 points. Hay tries to put up basically his first shot of the night. He's blocked away. Sharp's going to come out with it as we hit the 5-minute mark of this third quarter. Dixon able to get past Hay to the rim, no good. Ferguson with the rebound.
Good move by Dixon, just couldn't finish.
That was a walk. That'll get Gavin George and Eric Silvas back into the lineup for the Bruins.
Number 34, Eric Silva.
Moore, I mean, the play worked out perfectly, and then kind of he stubbed his toe, goes down to the ground, travel call, turnover to the Bruins.
Did everything right, just bad luck.
And Hobbs cutting to the basket that time, a good delivered pass and not able to haul it in.
They usually run that for a lob, actually. And you know, it's been a little late both times they've had it tonight.
And Moore telegraphed that when Gavin George gets the steal, and he'll be going to the line to shoot 2 after the foul. It's going to be on Everett, his first, team's first.
Team first. The line, Gavin George shooting 2.
Jack Kisseball into the lineup for the Bruins. Nasir Johnson into the lineup for the Trojans.
And number 23 for Central Hardin, Jack Kisseball.
Hobbs over the back that time, not called. And as George sent it back in, Everett going to track it down for the Trojans. Everett almost out of control as he's spinning down low, throws that one up and stopped by the rim. Kisseball 3 from the corner, it's good.
Inside out.
Kisseball's first points of the night. Sharp's 3 no good. Ball knocked around. Hobbs comes down with the rebound.
That's a bad shot.
George drives down the left side. It's like a late call on that one. He'll be going to the line. Marcus Dixon picks up his first, team second. Kiss a ball, 3 from the right side, in and out. Silva's offensive rebound, put back no good. Elmore with the offensive rebound, he gets it and is fouled.
Yeah, it's the same story we saw in the first half.
Foul on Sharps, his second, team's third.
Matthew Sharps, his second foul.
Elmore now with 13 points on the night.
Central Hardin with a little 2-2-1 full court pressure.
Johnson throws it up for Josh Moore, able to get it in the corner. Johnson takes a 3, no good.
And that
Silvas gets under. Oh, it looked like Silvas got undercut. They're gonna say it was just
there was a little
travel.
contact, but North again. That's another. They've taken 4 really bad 3-pointers here in this third quarter.
Goes off Elmore to stay with the Trojans. Sharps 3 on the way, it's good. And he'll be fouled on the play. His third 3-pointer of the night.
Kissable, his first.
Kissable with the foul, his first, team's first. Carter Ferguson quickly off the bench for the Bruins. Hobbs with the rebound. Get it to Hobbs down low, up off the glass, no good. Looking for the foul.
He's got to go stronger there.
Ferguson steps in and gets the steal. Elmore 3 top of the key, it's short.
Rushed that one a little bit too.
Dixon with the rebound. Johnson gets all the way to the bucket, no one stops him. His first points of the night. And it's back to a 5-point lead as we hit the 1:30 mark of this third quarter. Wilkerson checks back into the lineup.
I will say, both coaches wanting fouls the last couple of plays. They've let them play tonight.
Now they're going to start fouling.
I probably just ruined it for everybody. I apologize in advance.
Well, they've been fouling. Now they're going to start
calling it. Yeah.
Dixon 3 on the way, in and out. Ferguson with the rebound. George drops it off for Silvas. He gets his first points. With that, Coach Nickel will take a quick timeout with 53.7 seconds to go. I'd like to thank our student workers for making tonight's broadcast possible. Technical Director Sabrina Bergman. Audio and graphics is Bailey Childress. On our cameras tonight, it's Alexis Lunford, Matthew Young, and Reagan White, all under the direction of C.J. Carroll. Tune in weekly for all rebroadcasts of local HCEC-TV programs airing on Brandenburg Telecom and Comcast Cable Channel 2, Spectrum Communications Channel 184, and you can always look up past performances or past shows on our YouTube channel. 7-point lead for the Bruins, and what's Coach Nick? I mean, he takes a timeout with a minute to go in the third quarter. What's he trying to do?
He's seen something he doesn't like, obviously, and I would say, if I had to guess, he's going to tell them, "Hey, look, if we can stop them here, we're going to come down. We're going to hold for one." We got 7. You're getting into situations now, and here's the thing. There's been, again, I'm going to say it, and I apologize in advance. There's been no fouls called in this half. I mean, there's 3 on North and 1 on Central. So as this game winds down, if it stays 2 or 3 possessions, you can play really, really aggressive right now. And he needed to tell him you need to protect the ball because they're going to start coming after you because they're letting us play a little more tonight as Central goes back to the 1-3-1. North's got a little play. They'll run along the baseline. Didn't get it that time. They got to get another guard out here right now is what they need to do.
Hobbs tips that one. Elmore going to get the steal. They quickly get it up to George. George goes inside. He'll be fouled there. Foul's going to be on Sharps. That's his 3rd, team's 4th. And George to the line, shooting 2. George 2 for 5 on the night from the line.
They're trying to decide if they're going to give him shots or say it's on the floor.
What was interesting, the last time he was fouled after he threw the ball at the goal, but they said he was no shots on the foul.
Now we're going to change the foul. Okay, this is bad when there's 3 of them out there. They don't know whether the basket went in or not. Okay, so no basket, 2 shots. Coach Cofer disagrees. And he might be right because I think he was fouled before he went into his shot motion. But again, based on the call they missed in the first half, we're going to call it equal.
Gavin George 0 for 2 on that trip. 23 seconds to go. Kissaball picks up his second, team second. $15 seconds to go. Get it to Moore at the free throw line, gets to the bucket, no good, tips it around, tips it up again, misses it. Silvas and he fighting over it. George going to come out with it. George gets to midcourt, 2 seconds to go. A running three-pointer, no good. And that will bring our 3rd quarter to a close. Central Hardin extends their lead to 7, 38-31 over the Trojans. This is a Hardin County Educational and Community Television student production. HCEC-TV is a division of Hardin County Schools. Live Channel 1 programming sponsored in part by Brandenburg Telecom, providing service for all your telecommunication needs. Physical Therapy Associates, more personal attention for more effective results. With locations in Elizabethtown, Hodgenville, Radcliffe, Brandenburg, Bardstown, and Louisville. Online at physicaltherapyky.com. eTownApartments.com by Mark Harris Construction. Take a virtual tour today at eTownApartments.com. Bluegrass Cellular, offering the most affordable unlimited plan anywhere where wireless works. Online at bluegrasscellular.com. E-Town Exterminating, 270-737-6900. Online at mugabug.com. And West Point Bank with 5 offices located in Elizabethtown, Radcliffe, Upton, Glendale, and West Point. Let us help make life simpler. Hometown banking made simple. Online at westpointbank.com. Coach Corder, what does North Hardin need to do to get back in this?
They got to rebound the ball. I mean, it's pretty simple. They got to rebound the ball. They got to take good shots. Kind of dug themselves a little bit of a hole there to start the 3rd quarter with some forced threes. See if they can shore up the offensive glass. You got to have 5 guys rebounding the ball. Right now, they've got Josh Moore trying to rebound against 5 Central Hardin Bruins, and it's not working out real well. Central comes back out 2-3 zone.
Sharp's 3 from the corner, no good. Rebounded there by Ferguson. Ferguson with several rebounds tonight, considering he typically plays the point for this Bruin team. Marcus Dixon going to pick up his second, team's 5th.
Team 5th.
Nice pass.
Good pass from Ferguson to Hobbs. Hobbs' first bucket since early in the second quarter gets him to 10 points on the night.
Johnson's got to reverse that ball over to Everett without dribbling it. You got to move the zone. You can't dribble against the zone.
That pass goes wide of Dixon. Hobbs gets the steal, gives it up to Wilkerson. No good. Josh Moore with the rebound. Sharp's going to try to throw it ahead, thread the needle, and there were two players there going to get it. Ferguson gets the steal. Hay, baby hook down low, no good. Sharps with the rebound, and Hay commits the foul. That'll be Hay's second foul, team's third. And Eric Moore back into the lineup for the Trojans.
Now Josh Moore out of the, and the question now is who's going to rebound. They basically got a 5-guard lineup out there right now. Dixon plays inside, but he
Sharp's three on the way. It's good.
That's a good ball reversal. Move the ball, move the zone.
He's had a three-pointer in every quarter tonight. That one missed. Elmore gets the rebound. He'll be fouled. I think this might be on Dixon as well. That'll be his third. Team sixth.
But another offensive rebound.
Chase Elmore, shooting two.
Gavin George back into the lineup for Central.
Gavin George into the lineup.
.50 to go here in the ball game. 8-point lead now for the Bruins.
Central back man to man.
Sharps almost lost it, tries to throw it over his head. Hobbs with another steal and got in the air before he knew what he was going to do. Misses the runner. Everett going to force it up, gets bailed out as Elmore's going to foul him, as he really didn't dribble the ball from midcourt down to the block. He just kind of railed in front of him. Third foul on Elmore, team's fourth. And Everett to the line, shooting two. Oh, I think we had an accident over in front of the student section for Central, and with that, it's going to give both coaches an opportunity to talk to their teams real quick. That'll come out of it, and Everett will go to the line to shoot two.
Shooting two.
Josh Moore back into the lineup for the North. Sean Hay back into the lineup for Central.
North, I guess 6 would be about as close as they've been since halftime.
Yes.
One 3-1 for North. And immediately a turnover.
Ferguson, not really sure what he was going to do with it. Josh Moore gets his first bucket of the evening.
And again, it's the same thing. Central plays 1-3-1. They should have no problem attacking this, and they look like a deer in the headlights right now.
Especially with the size of Central. They're a lot of taller players. And that'll be a charge on Wilkerson. His first, team's fifth. 4:52 to go here in the ballgame. Just a 4-point lead now for the Bruins.
Now Central goes back zone. And they've got to keep an eye on Sharps. I mean, like you said, he's hit a 3 in every quarter.
There's Wilkerson, gets the steal.
Oh, my.
That'll be on Everett, his second.
That's a bad call. He raced down, caught him, blocked the shot. The trail official, I'm sorry, I'm going to rant here for a minute. There's no way he sees that foul. There's a guy underneath the basket that doesn't even put the whistle in his mouth.
And the lineup, Eric Silva.
Silva's back into the lineup for the Bruins. Wilkerson with one more free throw.
Central will shoot the bonus the rest of the way. I knew we'd get him there.
Yep. Wilkerson now with 4 points on the night, back out to a 6-point lead for the Bruins.
There's been 8 fouls called since we talked about how there'd been no fouls called.
You talked about it. Wilkerson gets the steal, and I think that's got to be at least 7 or 8 just this half that Central has created. George going to go inside, blocked there by Eric Moore. Sharps comes out with it. Good pass by Sharps. Josh Moore not quite ready for it.
Yeah, Sharps could have shot that. He had a little 4-footer right there in front of the rim.
I think that's 4 straight possessions that North Hardin not only didn't have a shot, did not take a shot. Silva's off the glass, no good. Josh Moore with the rebound. And Central Hardin has missed some opportunities here in this fourth quarter, especially with some shots at point-blank range.
It's just a lack of concentration. That's the second or third time we've seen tonight. Just a simple, we're trying to reverse the ball back through the point and just right through the hands. Boy, they missed Silva down low right there.
That one bounced off the head of George. Sharp's going to come out with it. Misses there. Josh Moore misses. Silva's for 3 in the corner. Long. Offensive rebound for the Bruins. Hobbs' shot was blocked, and he throws away a ball to Sharps. Sharps misses. Josh Moore with the putback.
Good hustle by Moore, not giving up on the play. There's been 10 missed layups in this quarter.
4-point lead now for the Bruins. And Coach Nickel, and it's been 3 or 4 trips now that they've struggled with that 1-3-1 look. And what do they need to do? They seem to have a height advantage over North Hardin, but what do they need to do?
Well, and everybody does it differently. But you got to attack a 1-3-1 diagonal and down, and that means you get the ball in the corner, you throw it out to the wing, bang, you go to the block. You'll get a layup most of the times. You can screen the bottom guy. You can throw the ball in the corner. You can screen. The problem I have with it right now, the way Coach Nichols choosing to attack, is he's got his biggest player, best finisher, out here 33 feet from the basket. And yes, he can throw over the top, but he's got nobody to throw over the top too, because he's got his guards down where when the ball's opposite, they're going to the block, and it's hard to see them. I think if he'd flip them, maybe put Elmore out here at the top, put Hobbs where he could get to the basket, they'd get something out of it. North had 6 players on the floor. That should have been a technical.
We saw that for the first time in a long time the other night. Out of the timeout.
North switches man to man.
Hobbs down low, misses inside. Out of bounds, it'll stay with the Bruins.
Couldn't decide whether to dunk it or lay it in. Should have laid it in. The shots missed in the paint in this quarter it's the reason I'm glad I'm sitting. It just, because as a coach you're like, just make a layup. We're not trying to get style points. It's a 4-point game. I don't care if you dunk it. It's going to count the same. That's coming from a guy who never could dunk. So, obviously it was never a big deal for me.
Ferguson checked back in for the Bruins. Sharps and Josh Moore in for the Trojans. They find George down low. He wasn't ready to shoot it, and he does, and he gets fouled and will make the bucket and go to the line, complete the old-fashioned three-point play.
And that time, George is a little bigger. Hobbs was able to see over it, threw a really nice pass down there, and George was able to finish.
Tony Everett picks up his third foul. With that free throw, that'll get Jack Kisselball back into the lineup for Central. And with that, Coach Kofer will take a timeout. 2 minutes to go here in the ball game. This is a Hardin County Educational and Community Television student production. HCEC-TV is a division of Hardin County Schools. Live Channel 1 programming sponsored in part by Brandenburg Telecom, providing service for all your telecommunication needs. Physical Therapy Associates, more personal attention for more effective results. With locations in Elizabethtown, Hodgenville, Radcliffe, Brandenburg, Bardstown, and Louisville. Online at physicaltherapyky.com. eTownApartments.com by Mark Harris Construction. Take a virtual tour today at eTownApartments.com. Bluegrass Cellular, offering the most affordable unlimited plan anywhere where wireless works. Online at bluegrasscellular.com. eTown Exterminating, 270-737-6900. Online at mugabug.com. And West Point Bank with 5 offices located in Elizabethtown, Radcliffe, Upton, Glendale, and West Point. Let us help make life simpler. Hometown banking made simple. Online at westpointbank.com. Out to a 7-point lead now, and for North, the opportunities can't continue to come.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, they've squandered some. Both teams have, but the thing North needs to do here is they don't need 3-pointers. They need to attack the basket. On the flip side of that, Central can be really aggressive. They got a foul to give before they put North in the bonus. They come back out in a little 1-2-2, 3-2 look with Hobbs at the top.
Good pass down low. Dixon will be fouled inside. He'll go to the line to shoot a pair.
That was a really nice play. Kofer guessed right as what nickel would come out in, because we've seen Central play man. We've seen them play 2-3. We've seen them play 1-3-1. We've seen them play 3-2. He guessed right that they were coming out in an odd front zone where he could run that play along the baseline. Nice call. Dixon misses the first free throw.
Elmore picks up his 4th foul. Ferguson checks in, but he takes Wilkerson's spot. Dixon with 1 more free throw. Free throw gets Dixon to double digits. Cuts the Bruin lead to 6.
If you're North and you're going to let it go, you might want to start playing the foul game, because Central hasn't been great from the line tonight.
Hobbs going to go inside.
Charge. Oh!
Hobbs had 4 people on him and decided to drive in. Eric Moore going to pick up that foul, his first.
I thought they were going to call a reach in on one of the guys beside him, but they called Moore with the block, and that, again, it's easy for me to sit up and criticize, and I like to do it, but that was debatable too.
Dixon back into the lineup for the Trojans. Wilkerson back in for the Bruins. Ball tipped around. Looked like Kisselball had it. Wilkerson going to come down with it. And instead of passing
yeah,
it
he's
out,
got to kick that out. They don't need any more points.
1:30 to go. 7-point lead, 48-41. Good
Nice
pass down low
pass.
from Everett to Josh Moore. Moore with 6 points in this quarter. And Coach Kofer going to take a quick timeout. A reminder, we'll be back on the air next week, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday. Each of those games will be at John Hardin High School. Tuesday night, it'll be boys action, Elizabethtown taking on the Bulldogs. On Wednesday night, it'll be girls action as E-Town will take on John Hardin. And then on Friday night, it'll be girls action as Central Hardin comes to take on the Bulldogs. Each of those with a tip time set for 7:30. We'll come on a few minutes before that with the pregame show. 1:23 to go here in this ball game. A 5-point game now with Central on top. They'll have the ball. They've got to go 94 feet. They're in the double bonus.
You're going to start fouling. I start fouling right now because, like I said, Central hasn't been great from the line. You play till half court. You try to get a trap maybe in the half court. North runs the jump sometimes. Here they come right now. And deflection. Moore gets it. Now George needs to back it out.
Kisselball, 3 from the corner. Not what you need. Gavin George, offensive rebound and fouled. He'll be going to the line.
And that's that possession right there is kind of the story of the night for North Hardin.
Sear Johnson picks up his second.
Johnson, his second. At the line, Gavin George.
George shooting 2. Wilkerson and Gooden back into the lineup for Central Hardin.
And the lineup, Ryan Gooden.
Just looking ahead, Bobby, the semifinal night of the district tournament could be a whole lot of fun. I mean, because the 1-4, 2-3 game, 1-4, the winner of the 4-5 against the 1, the 2-3 game could be really good basketball games.
Dixon gets the ball.
Strong finish. You got a foul.
George able to get it to Elmore. Hobbs at mid-court strike.
North letting too much time run off the clock here. You got a foul. He walked.
Get it to Gooden. Gooden to Elmore. Kind of forced that one. Hobbs able to get the offensive rebound and the putback.
That's just a mistake by North. You know, Central crossed half court with 59 seconds to go. Ran 20 seconds off the clock. North doesn't take a foul.
Dixon, three-pointer blocked by Hobbs. George with the rebound. And George all the way to the bucket. It's good with the left hand.
Nice finish. That's a tough finish right there with the left hand.
Sharp's deep three on the way. It's good. His 5th three-pointer. And that will do it as Central Hardin will get the win 54-48 over the North Hardin Trojans.
This is the Hardin County Educational Community Television student production. HCEC-TV is a division of Hardin County Schools. Live Channel 1 programming is sponsored in part by Brandenburg Telecom, providing service for all of your telecommunication needs. Physical Therapy Associates, more personal attention for more effective results. With locations in Elizabethtown, Hodgeville, Radcliffe, Brandenburg, Bardstown, and Louisville. Online at physicaltherapyky.com. eTownApartments.com by Mark Harris Construction. Take a virtual tour of the day at eTownApartments.com. Bluegrass Cellular offers the most affordable, unlimited plan anywhere where wireless works. Visit us at bluegrasscellular.com. E-Town Exterminating, 270-737-6900. Online at mugabug.com. West Point Bank has 5 offices located in Elizabethtown, Radcliffe, Upton, Glendale, and West Point. Or find us online at westpointbank.com. Let us make life simpler. West Point Bank, hometown banking made simple.
Unofficial scoring from tonight's ball game. First for the Trojans. Matt Sharps had 17. Tony Everett with 6. Nasir Johnson with 2. Marcus Dixon with 12. Eric Moore with 5. And Josh Moore with 6. For the Bruins, Gavin George with 11. Eric Silvas with 2. Carter Ferguson with 6. Chase Elmore with 15. Jacob Hobbs with 13. Jack Kisselball with 3, and Deonko Wilkerson with 4. For Central Hardin, they moved to 12-7 on the season, 3-3 in district play. For the Trojans, they dropped to 7-14 on the year, 3-5 in district play. And Coach, moving forward again, big games are next week, but what does Central need to work on between now and the end of their season?
You know, I think Coach Nickel would tell you he'll tell you that we didn't play very well tonight. Offensively, they were just a little sloppy, but they did a great job on the glass. You know, coming into the game, we talked about it before the pregame. Without Terry Taylor in the game, we thought that would be a problem for North Hardin, and it showed itself tonight. We don't have the rebounding numbers in front of us, but I would say North probably got out-rebounded 10 or 15 rebounds. And again, both teams in the fourth quarter, several opportunities for North to be right in this game down the stretch. Thought they made a little bit of a mistake there with a minute to go. It's a 5-point game. People do it differently, but you know, with no shot clock, you got to foul. You got to try to extend the game. You try to get extra possessions, and you know, either Coach Cover's team didn't listen to it, or they made the choice not to foul, and you know, ultimately, Central gets out of here with a 6-point win.
Again, we'd like to thank our student workers for making tonight's broadcast possible. Technical